Hello, hi, beautiful people. My camera looks a bit misty, but never mind. Anyway, I just want to do a short video. Basically, this is my journal. And I do this is my journal because it's about my journey. And I said to myself I was going to stop doing it because I don't know if it's relevant. But something inside of me is saying to just keep doing it, and it will show its true purpose sometime in the future, because it really has been a little bit of a journey. Just going to have some of my green tea. And it's been a journey of self-discovery. And I've been on this journey for quite some time, but I found YouTube and I started documenting my journey as it presently was, because I suffered depression, anxiety, and a lot of other things that were causing me to just basically not live my highest potential. And I used to smoke, I used to drink as well, and I just didn't have a lot of self-belief in myself. Now I've given up the smoking and the drinking, and now I'm on a journey of transitioning to being a vegan. Now that's not easy because you have to learn all these different foods. But what I'm doing presently is eating lentils, potatoes. Sweet potatoes are really good. Water, fruit, and vegetables as well, and like fruit smoothies I'm making as well. I've had bits and bobs of setbacks, like I've been eating crisps because I need to find an alternative to snacking, and I haven't found that alternative yet. And it's a little bit frustrating because I felt a little bit down yesterday because I was hungry, and anything I do I have to cook it. And I was like, what can I eat that's a snack? I went into Marks and Spencer's to see if there was any snack foods, and there was none. I was like, what am I going to do for snacks? Or I can eat fruit. I can have like carrot sticks and that. But it's like the world seemed very limited. And I was like, I got down, I looked in the shop and I couldn't see that there was anything else that I could eat. And there was all this food. And I didn't see much snacking food at all. So I'm going to have to do some research on vegan food, because I've seen vegan food and they have loads. But you have to learn. It's like baking, some stuff of bacon. And it just looks very complex. So I'm just going to have to sit with what I've got and just like eat the fruits. Sometimes I'm going to have a little junk snack until I've learned, but I'll get there. Also, my confidence has lifted because I was suffering very low self-esteem, and it was something that was destroying my life and causing me to have mental breakdowns. It's serious having a low self-esteem, and it's serious lacking confidence. But what turned my self-esteem round is I done an event with somebody, and it turned out to be quite a big event, and it was something that I had always dreamed of doing and accomplishing, and I set myself to work, and I set myself a task, and I set myself a goal when I started this event, and I never gave up. My resources were very limited because I wasn't able to go onto the computer because I was feeling that stressed out that I wasn't even able to work on the computer. So I had to work with pen and paper. And I took the risk because everybody's into computers today, and I thought I'd be judged for it. But I said, you know what, I'm going to do this event and just run with it without the computer. And I used the computer for bits and bobs, but I didn't use it all throughout from beginning to end. And I said, it's tough. I don't care what other people think, because normally it really messes me up about what other people think of me as well. That's a lack of self-worth. That's low self-esteem as well. But this time I said no, I'm going to accomplish finishing this event, and I'm going to achieve it. And I done something that I never believed I could do, basically. Because normally I do events by myself. I've always run away from working with other people closely doing an event. I normally plan it by myself at home. But this time I worked with somebody else for 3 weeks, 4 days. I didn't find it hard. I think the other person found it very hard because this person was used to working by themselves or working with guys. Well, I was a woman, he was a man. But I don't know, I'm not a mind reader. But from on my part, the day of the actual event, there was a little bit of an argument because the person didn't want to complete one of the plans. So it ended up in an argument. And that the only thing that messed up how I felt, not the event, because the event went well, but how I felt. And again, it destroyed the relationships. But what it showed me is that I'm good at doing events and I'm good at planning. That's what it showed me, because I wanted to complete this plan, but the person withheld some information from me, so I wasn't able to complete the plan. So the person tried to make out that it was me that was in the that failed and done it wrong, but I knew, because I had planned it already, I knew I wasn't in the wrong and it was the other person. And it's not about the blame game, because I don't like blaming, but I don't like when people tell lies either, because this person was trying to lower my self-esteem. So I said, this is proof that other people can do it, so we have to be careful who we place ourselves around. But I couldn't avoid it. And why I was so annoyed is that I had spoken to this person about how I felt being around people and how other people can lower people's self-esteem, and every person I speak to try and deny it, and it was proof that it's not a lie, because I've spoken to so much people and they all say it's you, it's you, it's you. I said, but if you're in front of somebody that is lying, or they are pretending that me as a person are not the person that I know who I am, because I'm in my body every single day, so I'm bound to know myself more than another person knows me. And another person always wants to make themselves out to be like they know you more than you know yourself. And I've been having this problem with people for so many years. They just tell lies and about me, and it's not true. And I said, how can you say that about me when that's not me? But what happens is it made me question myself, because I've been going through it for so many years of my life. My mum was very negative, so it caused me to have self-doubt. But this time round, I had already created a plan, and this person refused to give me the information needed to finish the plan, so the plan couldn't be complete. So on the day, there was a disagreement, and I said, because that plan was not completed, that's why there's this disagreement today, and you cannot say that I'm the person to blame, because I already completed that plan. And this person tried to deny it, and I said, you know what, I'm walking away right now, because I know I completed this plan, and I know my self-worth today, and I cannot work in this condition anymore, and I will go away and I will continue building my plans, and I will make sure that I complete my plans myself. So it taught me to basically put on my own events and just keep gaining the experience by myself, because I didn't have confidence in what I was doing. Now I've been through this experience, it showed me you are good enough. So now when I plan an event for myself, which I'm going to do, I am going to be more confident, because I know that my skill is excellent, and I see what I can do is excellent. But had I not been through this experience with this person, I wouldn't have known that my skills were brilliant. But all I had to do was make sure that I kept up my self-esteem at the same time, because I still wasn't 100% strong enough, and I was still questioning myself afterwards, even though I knew I had completed that plan within my head, even though that person didn't want to work with me with it. But that person wanted to undermine me and make me feel like I was less and not good enough at my job, and I knew that was not the truth. And that's why I'm so happy. And people, you've got to be strong out there, because there's so much people, one, trying to take your skill, two, trying to make you feel less as a person, three, they're trying to stop your greatness. And that's what continuously kept happening to me all throughout my life. And I really wish that I believed in myself a long time ago. But I believe in myself now. But this time around, I'm proud of myself, because I stood tall and I spoke back. And I said to myself, no, Sharina, you are good enough. And I walked away saying I'm good enough. And even when the thought comes up of what the other person done, I've been enforcing it and saying, no, you done this. And it's a shame, because it can make you feel very confused when people do not tell the truth, because the person just wants to have power. The person don't care about, she done a good job and she's done me so well. They don't think about that. All they're thinking is, oh, she's brilliant, and I can't let her know that, and I've got to be on top, because of their low self-esteem. That's all it boils down to, because they have not took the time out to build themselves up to be stronger. So they set up plans and schemes to make another person feel less. Got to watch out for those cats. You got to watch out for them. They're ready to scratch. Got to watch out for them. So I've learned a lot from this scenario. And if I do happen to work with somebody else again, I'm going to make sure that I'm totally equipped with my positive words. But I know I'm going to keep perfecting my event planning skills, because I love it. And I'm going to keep perfecting them. And I'm going to keep going. And don't let anyone get in my way. And I just want to send some words of advice to you out there. Don't let anyone get in your way. People are going to try and play with your mind and make you feel like you're less of a person. But let me tell each and every one of you, you are not. Every single one of us are great. We were all born to believe and love ourselves, but some way, somehow, people that want power lied and got in the way. So if anyone out there is telling you something different that you already believe of yourself, you've got to enforce it with positive words. Yeah, you've got to praise yourself afterward. Even if that voice of that other person is still niggling in your head, you have to enforce positive words. If you know you've done a good enough job and that person's telling you haven't, you have to keep enforcing what you done, and don't look at the other person, because there's so many people out there. I don't care what position they're in. I don't care if they've got £1 million. I don't care if they're a boss or a CEO. I don't care who they are. Most of these people need people to help them, and they've got to admit and tell the people around them that have helped them that they've done well by them. And this is what we need to try and understand. So don't ever feel inferior among others. No one is greater than any other. We all on this earth, and we all have to help each other, and we all have some kind of team. Even though some people want to use illusions and make out that they are doing it by themselves, no one on this earth can do anything by themselves. So let me tell you something. Praise yourself every single day. Let yourself know if someone else is telling you rubbish. Let yourself know that you are great, and keep praising yourself until you feel complete again. Anyway, this is a short video. I've got so much more to say in my journal. I'll be making another journal because I haven't done it for a long time, but I want to make some more journal videos because I've been away for a while and I've been discovering so much about myself. Anyway, I'm going now. Bye-bye. Love you all.